All right, so we're getting into negative exponents now. Okay, we have done product, we have done quotient, we have done power to a power, we've done the zero property. The very last thing with exponents is a negative exponent rule. Okay, when you have a negative exponent, I want you to look at it as it's telling you that something's in the wrong place. Okay, so if I had x raised to the negative a exponent, what that means, I'm going to write it like this. It means our base of my exponent is in the wrong place of a fraction. Okay? They really should be in the denominator, not the numerator. Okay? So x to the power of a should really be a denominator. Okay? And since I've moved it out, it was the only thing there, there's a 1 in its place. Okay? I'm not going to get too far. I'm going to get into other stuff. Well, I can show you this. If I had x to the negative a over, give me a number. 3? Is that what you said? Okay. Like this? Does the 3 have a negative exponent?
No.
No, the 3 is where it should be. The 3 belongs in the denominator, right? My x to the power of negative a, that's in the wrong spot. Okay? So when I move it down, it goes with the 3. I don't move it. Okay? But the only thing left over is just a 1. Okay? So the only piece with my negative exponent is the piece that's in the wrong place, referring to numerator versus denominator. Okay? So it can move up or it can get bumped down. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. So it's all about moving, and then you might get like 3 squared, which is 9. Right? We'll see what happens. So we might get to evaluate afterwards. Okay? Oops. All right, our first example. I have x raised to the negative 5 power. So my x to the 5th is in the wrong place. Where should it be? It should be in my denominator. X to the 5th should be down here. And what is now in my numerator? A 1. Because the only thing that was there got moved away.
So, I can't put X bar. I gotta put the 1 above, but I can't
Yes,
put it
because it started off as a negative 5. That shows you it's in the wrong spot. Number 2, I have 3m to the negative 2. Does the 3 have a negative exponent?
Yes.
No. Am I going to move the 3? No. Am I going to move the m? Yes. So m squared is in the wrong place. So what is still in the numerator? My 3 is still in the numerator. Okay, what got bumped down? M squared. Okay, so technically this is over 1, right? The m squared got bumped down. The 3 stayed where it belongs. It didn't have a negative exponent. Okay. Okay. They're trying to trick you. There's a 7, there's an A, and there's a B, right? What has a negative exponent? What base has the negative exponent?
A.
Just the A, right? You have A raised to the negative 4 power. Does negative 7 have a negative exponent?
No.
No. What's technically the exponent for negative 7?
Negative 4. Or negative 4.
Technically, there's a 1 right there. Is that a negative number? No. No. Okay, so negative 7 is fine. A to the negative 4, that's misplaced. B to the power of 3, that's fine. Okay, so negative 7, B cubed, they are not to be moved. But A to the power of 4, that's what gets bumped down. Questions about any of those before we level up?
How did they do that?
Because the A had a negative 4 exponent. So we're watching for negative exponents. All right. We're going to mix it with our other rules. So do you have any questions about negatives? I keep doing that. I'm sorry. Okay? It says simplify each expression. Make sure, what does it say? Make sure final answers contain only positive exponents. Hint, use the rules, then move variables at the end. So this is telling you to use negative exponents after everything else is done. Okay, so simplify exponents. Then if it's still negative, you gotta move it. But sometimes you might get to add them together and now they're positive, right? And you don't have to move anything. Okay? So number 4 right here. Number 4 right here. I have W7 times W to the negative 9. Okay? This is our product rule. What do I get to do with my negative, with my 7 and my negative 9? I get to add them together.
That equals -2.
Oh, it does. So 7 plus negative 9 is the same thing as 7 minus 9, which is going to give me, like you said, -2. Now do I have to do more?
Yes.
Yes. This is going to turn into 1 over W squared, like that. Are we all okay with where -2 came from?
Yeah, the 7 minus 7.
Yeah. 7 plus -9 is the same thing as 7 minus 9. Same thing. All right, ready for 5? Yes. Okay. Here we go. We're still multiplying. Okay. Them are our big PEMDAS. Okay. We have P and E up top. Do we have any parentheses with exponents happening? No. Do we have any multiplying or dividing going with our big numbers? Yes, I have multiplying, right? Which means we get to do what with our exponents? We get to add. Good. So multiply the big, add the small. So my big is 4 times 5. What is 4 times 5?
20.
20. All right, C8 and C -5. Those are exponents. I get to add them together. Okay? So 8 plus -5 gave me what?
3.
3. All right, and then I have our D's. I have D -3 plus -1, which is -4. Good. Okay? Are you okay?
I thought I got to throw up earlier.
Okay.
Still got a little bit.
Okay, well, if you need to sit closer to the door, you're welcome to do so.
I need some water.
In a minute. So tell me what to do. Nick, tell me how to finish this problem.
Like, once you gotta, like, you put the 20 as a numerator, and then the C3 and D -4 as a denominator.
Okay? I agree with the 20.
Yeah.
Did C have a negative exponent?
No.
Nope, so leave it alone.
Oh, and then D -4.
D got
Okay,
dropped.
so I'm gonna-
Now, when I drop it, does the negative stay or does the negative go away? It goes away. Okay? Once you do the movement, because the negative shows you it's in the wrong place. So once you put it in the right place, the negative's not there anymore. I don't know why my board is doing that. Do you want to try one? Yes? How about, oh, look at 7. How about you try 6? You try 6. Just try it, guys. And then we can always fix it. Okay? Or you can just get it right and because you're awesome, you're really fun. You try number 6. All right, when you are ready, look at mine. 6 times -3 is -18. We're going to add together -8 and -3. So negative plus a negative means you get more negative. Okay? You're adding on more negatives. Does that make sense? So we're getting lower and lower. So -8 plus -3 gives me -11. The -18 is fine. What's the exponent technically with -18? There's a 1. Okay?
Right.
That's a positive number, it's fine. X has the negative 11 exponent, so x to the 11 has to get dropped down. How'd you do?
Wonderful.
You do okay?
Terrible.
Well, let's do another one then.
Where's that?
What's up?
How do you get 11 right?
11? So negative 8 plus negative 3. So you have negative 8 and you're adding on negative 3. It means you're going negative and then even more negative.
I got
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, you have the same thing. Oh, once you drop it down, it's positive. The negative shows it's in the wrong spot. So once you move it down, the negative is gone. You're taking care of the negative. The negative is like an action. It's telling you, hey, wrong spot, move me. So once you move it, it's not negative anymore. Because you moved it in the right spot. All right, number 7. Tell me how to set up my A's. Ivy.
I'll tell you the answer.
I said, Ivy, tell me how to set up my A's. Negative 5 plus 7. Good. KJ, how do I set up my B's?
8 plus -3.
Good. 8 plus negative 3. Kinley, my C's. Negative 12 plus 7. All right. Go for it. All right, Jayla, what is my new exponent for my A? What is my new exponent for A? So what is negative 5 plus 7? What? 2, yes. Araya, how about B? Aria. I said it wrong, didn't I? Aria. What's my new exponent for B? All right, what is 8 plus negative 3? 5. All right. Lavelle, what's my new exponent for C? Negative 5. All right, Nick, is this problem done?
Yes. We have no numbers.
Angel, is this problem done?
Wait, no.
No, what's wrong?
You gotta put
Don't
the
you gotta
fraction
put it
in
over?
like that. You gotta put the 1 on top.
Hold on, I moved on. What's in the wrong spot?
Stop laughing.
I don't know. A and B supposed to be at the top and then C.
Yes. A and B stay up top. A squared, B to the 5th. And then C to the 5th gets dropped down. Good. All right, we're about to level up again. Do you have any questions before that happens?
No queries. For now.
All right, we're moving on
You
then.
don't have to put a 1.
No. What's happening in 8 that I haven't had yet?
You get to multiply.
What do we see? Yep, we have to multiply it because what do you see? Parentheses. Good. Remember, if we have parentheses, all of my exponents go inside, right? Then I will multiply my exponents together. We shouldn't have to worry about that second level, or that third level, excuse me. We should just worry about the blue and the red. So first off, let's apply our exponent to everything in there. I have 8 and p to the 5th, all being raised to the negative 2 power. Okay? So 8 gets raised to negative 2, and p to the 5th gets negative 2. So what I can do with my exponents? Multiply. Stop. All right, so this becomes 8 to the negative 2, and then p to the negative 10. Do you agree they both have negative exponents? Say yes. Yes, so they're both in the wrong spot. They both need to get dropped down. So what's left in my numerator? A 1. Okay. I'm going to come down here. 1 over 8 squared, p to the 10. Is that problem done, or can you do one little thing more? think
Yes,
the
oh,
one
yes,
said
I
it
know.
earlier.
You put the 8 on top.
Nope, eight's where it should be. What can I do to it, Devontae?
Multiply
What's the shot?
by
Wait,
so
And what do you get?
64.
64. Good. 8 squared, 8 to the power of 2 is 64.
wait, how did you get 10?
5
Oh,
times
never mind.
negative 2.
I did it to the power.
Okay.
How come you didn't put the 64 on top?
Because it had a negative 2. 8 to the negative 2 power. So 8 squared also had to be dropped.
I know that I'm lost, but I didn't.
Okay. Right to the next one. Y'all are actually doing very good. Okay. Don't doubt yourselves. All right, 5y squared is in parentheses,
That's all.
and then we have negative 3, right? Everything in my parentheses gets my power Nick of negative 3. Nick. Oh, that was your phone. I'm so sorry. I'm
Might
so
need to take a
sorry.
break.
I apologize.
I
Okay,
got a question.
5 to the negative 3, y squared is going to get a negative 3 multiplied.
The exponent is negative, but we do negative 5.
No, so it's 5 times itself 3 times still.
Not
The
negative.
negative just shows me it's in the wrong spot. So the question, so you don't actually apply the negative to the number. The negative is going to use, it's telling you to move it somewhere. Okay, so this simplifies 5 to the negative 3, y to the negative 6. So do all of this first before you start moving stuff. What's up? What is 5 to the power of 3? What do you got?
125.
125. Can 125 stay where it is, or does it have to get bumped?
I gotta get bumped.
It has to get bumped. So 125 drops. Does y to the 6 get dropped?
Yeah,
Yes. So what's in my numerator?
1.
A 1 over 125 and y to the power of 6. Like that. So y cubed is 125, but that negative exponent shows me it's in the wrong place.
Jesus, Nick.
Okay? Are we ready to move to the next one?
Says,
It's like a small step up.
Boy, you gonna be pissed. You gonna be doing like
What's up?
do we gotta put 5 to the power of 3, or do we just leave it?
Can you do what?
Just leave the 5 over 5, or we gotta do it to the power?
You gotta make it do the 125. Yeah. Especially if the directions tell you to simplify, then they want you to go all the way. All right, let's move on to number 10.
Miss, that can't you just spread the whole thing like out so I can see? There's some of them I didn't get.
I will in a minute. All right, we have 3 r s to the negative 3 power, all being raised to the power of negative 4. Okay, so what is the first thing that we should do when I see parentheses?
Put the exponent to all.
The exponent goes to everything. So do that first. Bring the negative to everything first.
Can I use your calc?
Okay? So we have 3
Yeah.
to the negative 4 power. We have r. Did r have an exponent? And 1. So when I bring in the negative 4, it's just negative 4 now. 1 times negative 4, right? Hold on. Hold on. S negative 3 times negative 4.
And they tell the negative reading for positive.
Correct. So when I simplify my exponents, I still have 3 to the negative 4. I have r to the negative 4, but now I have s to the positive 12. Negative 3 times negative 4 is going to be positive 12.
Can I say what I think the answer is?
Sure. What do you think?
1s12 over 81 or negative 4.
Okay, so he says S12 is still up here, and then 81 R4. I agree with that. I wouldn't put the 1. It's not needed.
Can I get another bottle of water?
In a minute.
Oh, wow.
Okay? Do we understand why the S is still in my numerator?
Because
Yeah,
it's positive.
It became positive. Good. Do we understand where 81 came from? Because that was
Negative
new.
4 power.
Okay.
Power.
Okay. Good. All right.
So that no.
Think you can try one?
Yes.
Yes? You try this one.
Is that green though?
I am. You try number 11.
Say what?
You try number 11. All right, check your stuff with me. What's up? In a minute. Do you have a question about this? Did you try it? So everything got an exponent of -2. 6 to the -2. X to the 5th times -2. Y to the -4 times -2. So do we see why the y stayed where it was and didn't move? -4 times -2 gave it +8. All right, we're going to level up. Do you have any questions? All right, it's level up time.
What is the dot mean? What does the dot mean?
What is what?
The dot.
The dot, multiply.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing new. Still just multiply. Okay, I'm moving on to my quotient rule. Well, this looks nice. H2 over H5. How do I do this? I'm dividing now, right? Remember up here? So, if we are dividing, what am I doing with my exponents? We are subtracting exponents now. Okay, so come down here. Am I going to subtract 2 minus 5 or 5 minus 2? What's up top? What do you see first? The 2. What's happening? Calm down. Hold on. Come on. Try again. All right. Zoom in. All right, so we have H2 minus 5. You always do top minus bottom. Always, 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 always. Okay? What is 2 minus 5?
-3.
-3. So now I have H to the -3 power, which is going to turn into
1 over 8.
1 over H3. Yep. Can I show you something else also? Can I give you a visual here? Okay, this is telling me that I have 2 H's on top and 5 H's on bottom. So what if I actually drew that out? Okay, 2 up here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here. Okay, we talked about canceling things out last week. So do we agree that 2 of them get canceled out? And how many are left on bottom? Yeah, there's 3 left on bottom and nothing up top. So that becomes 1 over H3. So that's essentially what we're doing without having to write out all the variables. Okay? I mean, when we get up to like 12 and 10 and stuff, that's a little much. Okay? But that's essentially what's happening and why we're able to do it. All right? So 1 over H to the power of 3. Let's go over here. Now, what if there's already negatives in here? Okay? You could move them. You could leave them alone. You have options, which is sometimes scary. Okay? So I want to do something that makes sense to you. I like to keep things the same every single time. I like to keep things consistent. Okay? So if I see division, I think subtraction. So I'm going to keep going with that same mindset. So when I see C2 over C negative 2 over C7, I'm going to say, okay, well, that's C negative 2 minus 7.
-9.
Okay, which gives me -9. My D's, -1 minus -2. When you subtract a negative, ooh, that's a positive. So that's the same thing as saying -1 plus 2. What's -1 plus 2? Just 1. So we have C to the -9 times D to the power of 1. Is this okay, or is there more?
More.
What do I have to do?
You gotta put it.
Put the C in my denominator. Good. And then your negative goes away. Like that. Is that okay? Yes? Okay, and remember, when in doubt, type it out, guys. You have calculators. If you gotta use them, okay? You get to use it during the entire state test. Okay? It is there. So don't waste time with subtracting negatives and you're like, I don't know. Type it out, all right? Because the skill we need from you is, do you know how to simplify exponents? Not can you subtract negatives. Does that make sense? That's where your time should be used. All right, well, we got 2 more, right? Woohoo! We got this. All right. What is different about 14?
Numbers in front.
I have some numbers in front.
No.
What do I get to do with my big numbers? Just divide them. What is 14 divided by 7? It is just 2. 14 over 7 is just 2. Alright, how do I simplify my W's though? W 4 minus negative 2, which is really 4 plus 2. So 2W to the 6th power. Do I have to move anything?
Nope.
Nope. All done.
Wait, it's not -6?
Nope.
Oh, because it's 4 minus negative 2.
Uh-huh. Correct. If it was the other way, it would have been. Last one. Can you do 10 divided by 2?
Yes.
10 divided by 2?
Yes.
Yes, what is it?
-5.
Good. -5. All right, how do I set up the m's?
2 minus 3.
Good. 2 minus 3. How do I set up the n?
1 minus 5.
Oh, almost. Well, minus -5,
6.
which is the same thing as 1 plus 5. Good. So we have -5, m to what power? -1. Thank you, Angel. And what's the exponent for n? 6.
Oh.
All right, Tyler, that was our final answer.
1,
It gets moved where?
5, 2, bottom.
That gets moved to the bottom. So does this stay on top? Does this stay on top? Yes. So the -5 and the n6 are good.
And then 1,
All over. And do I have to put the exponent of 1? No. There we go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Feel good?
Yes, feels good.
Yeah? Is it okay?
Rest of class period. Yes.
I would actually love to fill in that last little piece of your graphic organizer. I will. I will go back in a minute. Yep. So this is the last piece of our graphic organizer. 1 over x to the power of a. That yellow piece of paper. Our first example, -5 times x to the -2. How do we simplify it? Lavelle, what do you think? What has the negative exponent? The 5 of x. Well, I said Lavelle. Which one has the negative exponent? My x does. So does -5 move? No, -5 stays. But x squared gets bumped down. All right. Christina, how about our next one? What piece do you want to simplify first? You want to do the 4 and the 8, or do you want to do the k's? The 4 and the 8? Okay, so what's 4 divided by 8?
1/2.
I was asking Christina.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. What's 4 over 8? It is 1/2. It's all good. Kiara. Was it? Kiari. Tell me how to do the K's. Mm-hmm. Okay. And what is 2 minus 5? -3. Now look at this. This is interesting. We haven't had this one yet, right? With the fraction and then the variable. K3 is in the wrong spot. Is it going to be attached to the 1 or the 2?
2.
The 2. Good. The 1 stays. 2, K3. So that's something we haven't seen yet. Now I